class, first session of the week. We're going to go ahead and start with our warm-up. Hopefully you're feeling really good about yourselves today with some good relaxed recovery time over the weekend. And we're just going to add one little move to our warm-up chest expansion, okay? We are doing what's called a repeat workout. I'm not sure if I've done that with you yet, but what we will do is we'll go through the first grouping of exercises one at a time, and then we'll repeat that same grouping of exercises. For example, the first grouping will be 6 exercises. So we'll go through the 6 one at a time, and then we'll repeat those same 6, trying to double up that second time. And then we'll go through the next series or grouping of exercises and go from there, okay? So, new combination move here. So we're gonna chest expansion as normal, and we're rounding. And when we come back up, I want you to split your arms up and back. Okay? And then arms out again, and we'll chest expansion. Rounding here, back up top, split your arms. So we're going to inhale here, exhale on chest expansion, and splitting of the arms. Inhale on the rounding, chest expansion, splitting. Good. Here we go. Rounding, chest expansion, splitting the arms. Good. So just a little bit of an addition there. Cat and cow. We are going to exhale on the cat, rounding the back. Inhale here, exhale. Last one. And dynamic. Hips down, hips back. Last one. Good. All right, seated position. We're going to come on down, remember, rounding our back on our way down. Bring your knees with you. And legs all the way up. All right, go ahead and begin your 100. When you're done, go ahead and bring your feet down and your arms down and your head down. Leg circles. Go ahead and bend that knee, open that hip. We're going to go 2, 2, and 2. 2 small, 2 medium, 2 large. Where the entire leg rotates. At the top, 2 small, reverse. to medium, to large. Good. And switch legs. Bend your knee, open your hip. Too small at the top, too medium, too large. At the top, reverse, too small, too medium, too large. Good. Okay. The first grouping of exercises starts with our single leg stretch. Go ahead and bring both knees in, head and shoulders up, scooping, chin to chest, gentle pull on the knee. Just warming up here, consistent breathing. So remember that scooping is we're just sinking down into that mat, really pressing that low back down into the mat. Tightening those abdominals and breathing. And rest. All right, new exercise here. I don't think I have taught you frog legs, but I'm going to teach them to you today. If I have, I apologize for repeating myself. So go ahead and bring your knees in. Lift your head up and your shoulders up. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your neck. This is just another version of a double leg exercise. I'm going to go ahead and separate my knees. And I'm just going to extend my legs out and bring them back in. So keeping this V position of the legs when the knees are in and the legs are out. Scooping, breathing. Everything's nice and strong. And rest. All right. Next we have our crisscross. So just remember that we are slowing this down and we are simply lifting those shoulders and maintaining that lift to rotate across the rib cage. Knees are in, head and shoulders up, hands behind your neck. Keep those shoulders elevated. Rotate across. Rotate, slow it down, full leg extension, breathing, and rest, feet down. Okay, so a little bit of bridge work here. Different arm work here though. So we have done our lift of our arms, I know that. When we come down and our hips come down, our arms are up here, we're gonna bring our arms down at our sides as we lower the hips and then sweep those arms along the mat to start, okay? So here we go, we're gonna lift hips and arms, here we go, up. Lowering the hips, lowering the arms out to the sides, sweeping those arms back around to the starting position. Exhale, lift, down, sweep, back to start. And lift, down, sweep, back to start. One more, lift, down, sweep, back to start. Good. All right, we have our single straight leg lift or straight leg stretch. Both legs are extended all the way up, head and shoulders up. Gentle pull on the back of this straight leg. We are scooping, pressing that low back down into the mat. Inconsistent breathing. Slow movement. Chin to chest. all these little reminders for you, these cues, and that just helps you connect with what you're doing. Your mind with your body. And rest. Good. I'm not sure if I've introduced footwork. Footwork is an exercise that's very similar to double straight. And it's also similar to the frog legs that I just taught you, and that our legs are parted. We're going to go ahead and bring both legs all the way up. Head and shoulders are up, hands behind the neck. I'm going to go ahead and split my legs here, lowering in this V position, bending my knees, pointing my toes towards each other. I'm going to pull my knees back in and my legs up to start, okay? So lower in V, pull with knees. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Legs together, feet down, and rest. All right, so that's the first sequence. We're going to repeat that same sequence of exercises. This time we're going to double up. So this will be fatiguing. We don't have time to go through the workout, and we're stretching our abdomen and all kinds of flexibility exercises before we come back to this beginning. So we're just going right back to it, which means you're going to feel fatigue, okay? So there's no recovery here. So we're going to go single leg into frog legs, back to back. So this is good for us to build our stamina. All right, head and shoulders up. We're going single leg. Breathing. It's a good time to really focus on your breathing. All right, both knees in, hands behind your neck. Part your legs and your feet, and frog legs. In, exhale out. Inhale in. One more. Good. And feet down. Good. All right, so next two, we have our crisscross, followed by our bridge with the arms up and arms out to the sides, okay? Go ahead and bring both knees in, hands behind your head, lift and crisscross. One more each side. Feet down, arms down, bridge up, and down to the sides with the arms, lower the hips, sweep the arms down to start. Up. One more time, up. Good. Okay, we have single straight and then our footwork exercise. Both legs all the way up. Lift your head and shoulders up. And let's go a little deeper into this stretch. See if you can pull that leg a little bit closer to you. hands behind your neck, part your legs, footwork, lower in V, point the toes, bend the knees, pull back, up to V. Exhale over the top. Inhale on the way up. Exhale. One more. Good. All right. Our roll up. So I want to see if we can go a little bit higher today, starting today. And what that means is some of you will need to try and assist yourselves. I just want you to be able to feel what it feels like to go a little bit higher, okay? So the assist simply means that you're assisting yourself, which means you're going to hold on to your legs to pull yourself a little bit higher, not all the way up, but a little bit higher into that hold, and then you're going to go ahead and lower yourself and release those legs, okay? If you do not need to assist yourself, obviously this is not a roll-up assist. We are just lifting a little bit higher, okay, and holding. Arms are outstretched, slight bend of the knees. So, watch me. I'm going to assist. So I sweep my arms, I lift, I immediately hold on to my legs and try to pull myself up a little bit higher, and then let go and reach back. Okay? If you're not assisting, you're just lifting a little bit higher. Here we go. Roll up. And down. I'll try that assist with you. Roll up. And down. One more. Roll up. And down. Good. Roll to your side. Push yourselves up. Seated position. So we have our roll down holds where we're going to do that opening exercise or the opening move. So when we lean back and we're in this scooped position here, we're just going to open slightly, keeping our chest open to one side, and then open slightly to the other side, and then lift up. Okay, we've done these before. Here we go. Arms outstretched, collapse your spine, lean back, staying scooped, open, open, and up. Reach up, flat back. And down, and up, and down, and up. Good. All right, legs extended. We have this spine twist. I want to call this seated twist because it's a little bit different. Our arms are going to be out in front. I'm going to interlock my hands, and I'm going to keep my arms rounded, so one big circle, okay? Sitting up tall, I'm going to twist, and I'm going to pull my elbow back. So I'll feel my scapula, my shoulder blade, start to pivot back. And then I'm going to come towards my center, pause here, and I'm going to twist in the opposite direction. Pull my elbow back, come back to center. So I'm going to try and exhale through the movement, okay, from the center. Here we go. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Other side, exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale here and other side. Nice. Okay, front stretch. So not only was that seated twist a spine, lumbar awakening, right, exercise, but adding those arms and that scap squeeze really activated those arm muscles. All right, seated balance. So that means that we are balancing on our tailbone. Go ahead and bring your hands underneath your calves. So we're gonna go ahead and sit up tall, flat back. That's what that means, all right? So I am going to lower my left leg to touch the mat, and I'm going to reach out with my arm, same side. Pull my leg up, hold on to that leg, keeping a flat back. Lower the right leg, reach out with the right arm. Lift, lower, extend, sitting up tall. One more each side. Good, and knee hug. Release that back. All right, so we're gonna do rolling like a ball. So if you need to layer your mat for more support, go ahead and do that now. Rolling like a ball, today is gonna look also a little different. We're gonna put our hands over our knees instead of underneath our thighs, okay? So we're gonna try this. It's just a different hand position. There is nothing else that changes, okay? Balance position here, hands are over knees, rounding, scooped here, and we're gonna roll back and roll up. Focus on the scooping to control your pace. One more. Good. If you need to put your mat back in your position, go for it. We are going to lean back on our elbows. Okay, one leg is bent and static. The other leg is going to move, and that means that we're going to pull this knee towards our hip. But we're going to pull it with an outward knee pull. So that just simply means instead of the knee coming in, the hip is going to open and the knee is going to come out and pull towards that hip, okay? So we're going to extend this leg, abdomen is tall or high, ribcage is lifted, we're going to pull. So if my left leg is pulling, my knee is going to point towards like 10 o'clock on the clock. Good. All right, we're going to switch legs. So this one, the knee comes out about 2 o'clock on the clock. Last one, and come forward. Split your legs. We have spine stretch. Big stretch leading with the chest over the top. One more. Good. Let's bring our legs to our side for spine, or sorry, for mermaid. So from spine stretch, we're going to go into mermaid. Find your position. Sitting up tall. Remember, the folded legs can be changed. You don't have to stay in the same position each time. You can bring your legs a little bit more of a folded position on top of each other. If you feel like you can sit up tall, you can really push that other leg, that back leg back, okay, and hold more onto the knee than the shin. Or you can just go back to your original. Let's go ahead and switch the legs. It's just nice to be able to change once in a while. Just tweak a little position here and there. Fold my legs on top a little bit more. This requires me to balance on one glute because my other glute is off of the floor. But I'm still maintaining a tall position in my posture. Good. All right. We are going to repeat those same exercises. So go ahead and bring your legs around to your front. We're going to roll down and go right into our roll up, hold, assist if needed, okay? So go ahead and come on down. Slight bend in the knees, arms outstretched behind your head, and if you need to assist, assist by holding on to your legs. Come up a little bit taller. And down. And up. And down. I'm going to assist myself this time. One more. Roll to your side, push yourselves up, roll down with opening on the side here. All right, arms outstretched, collapse, lean, open, sit up tall, back, open, and up, down. Last one here. Good. All right, legs straight. Seated twist. Arms rounded. We're rotating, twisting, pulling the elbow back. Back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, other side. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Front stretch. seated balance. Sitting up tall, flat back. I'm going to lower my left foot to the floor, reach up with my left arm. I'm not reaching out, I'm reaching up. Lower my right foot, reach up. Knee hug. Layer your mat if you need to for rolling like a bowl. Hands are going to be over our knees. Okay. Nice and compact. Stay rounded like a ball. Here we go. One more. Good. All right. Put your mat back into place if you layered it. We are going to come back on our elbows, and this time, instead of a knee pull, we're going to do a leg lift. So one leg is grounded, of course. The other leg is straight, and I'm going to lift my straight leg out in that same direction as my bent leg. So I'm lifting out at 10 o'clock, pulling it back in. Rib cage lifted, up, 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 up. One more, up. Good, switch legs. 2 o'clock, up. Keep that back flat, up. 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 Last one. Up. Good. All right. Come forward. Push off, split your legs, spine stretch. You should be able to go a little deeper into this stretch. I'm hoping you're getting a little bit more limber. One more. And more flexible in that lower back. Good. All right, we are going to bring our legs over to our side for mermaid. Find your position. Last one. And switch your legs. Find your position. So I have a very old surgically repaired knee, my left knee. So I'm very limited with my range of motion. So that's why it's lifted off of the mat. I cannot pull it down to the mat. So I'm lifted and resting a little bit higher. So it's just really up to you what feels good about the mermaid. Okay, so the next sequence of exercises, we're gonna go over to our tummies. So go ahead and go on down. Slow swim. We've done slow swim before. So that's that opposite arm, opposite leg lifting. We're still in slow swim, which means one arm and one leg are grounded. They are connected while the others do the work. So we are up on our rib cage here. So our chest is lifted up off of the mat. We're going to keep looking straight down though with a neutral neckline here. And I'm going to be resting on my left elbow while I lift my right arm up off the mat and my left leg, keeping my pelvis grounded. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Trying to consistently breathe. I know it's hard to get a deep inhale with that diaphragm compressed, but try and see if you can really blow that exhale out longer. Good. All right, up on your elbows, hips are up. We have single leg kicks. We've done these before. I'm going to pull my heel in, pull the other heel in. My abdomen is nice and strong and pulled up so that my back is stabilized, my glutes are activated, my hamstrings are activated. Breathing. And come on down. All right, double leg kicks. We're going to bring our hands behind our low back, bend our knees. If we can, we're interlocking our hands. If not, we're just resting our hands on the rear there. So remember, we're lifting the trunk as we extend the arms and the legs out away from us. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Hands outside your chest. Low back stretch. Push up and back. All right, table position with some leg work here. So anytime we're in table position, we want to just make sure that our abdominals are engaged so that our back is nice and flat and stabilized. So I'm going to bend, keep my knee bent to start. I'm going to lift behind me, and when I get this knee up, parallel with my hip, I'm going to extend my leg out. Pull it back in and lower. And then go into the other leg, okay? So we're alternating legs. Knee pull into leg extension. Here we go. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. Glute is nice and strong. Hamstrings, strong. Abdominals pulled in. Very controlled and slow, breathing. Feel the muscles working. Last one. Good. All right, kneeling tall. We're going to do our lean back, so with different arm position. So arms are outstretched up above our heads. in this neutral position. And when I lean back, I'm going to lower my arms. Lift, control, exhale back, inhale here, exhale back, inhale, one more, exhale back, inhale up, good. All right, go ahead and bring your hands down to table position again. We're gonna go into high plank, knees off the ground, okay? From here, I'm gonna go into downward dog. So I'm simply pulling my hips back and down by transferring my weight into my heels, sinking into my heels. Come back to high plank, hips down. Shift back into downward dog. High plank. Downward dog. High plank. One more time. Downward dog. Good. All right. Come on over to your side. You're going to come all the way down. All the way down. Hand behind your head. So this is a combination move. It's a mini straight leg lift with a front knee pull. So we've done these mini leg lifts before, right? But we're going to add a front knee pull. So the leg is parallel to the floor, to the mat, and we're just pulling that knee out in front, okay? Hand out in front on your mat for balance. We're going to lift, lower, pull, extend. Lift, lower, pull, extend. So leg is strong, hip is strong, abdominals are pulled in, and slowing it down so that we can really flex those muscles, feel the leg working. One more. Good. All right. Come up onto your elbow. Bend both knees. From here, we're going to lift our hips. And we're, sorry, the noise, it's distracting me. So our reach overs that we've done in the past, this is more of a dynamic reach over, in that we are, when we lift our hips, we're going to extend our top leg and then ground it to the mat and then reach over and then pull that leg in and lower our hips and bring that arm back, okay? So it looks like this, arm here on our leg. I'm gonna lift my hips, extend my arm and my leg. Pull back, lower the hips, okay? Here we go, up, extension, down, control, up, extension. So lift that hip first, then control the extended leg and arm. Up, extension, good. We're gonna switch sides, all the way down. Hand behind your head, mini lift, knee pull. Here we go, up, pull, up, pull, up, pull, up, pull, up, pull. One more. on your elbow, fold your legs, arm on leg, lift hip, extend leg and arm. Do whatever you need to do as far as your steps. You can go one at a time, whatever you feel most comfortable, okay? You feel good about going one move, you go one move. Good. Okay, we are going over to our tummies. We're going to do a knee hug first, center ourselves before we turn over. We're repeating those same exercises again. All right, go ahead and turn over. We have slow swim. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Last one. Good. Up on your elbows, single leg kicks. We're going to pulse at the top. Abdominals are pulled up and in. Back is stabilized. Breathing, tightening the leg muscles, the glutes. And come on down. Hands behind your back, legs are bent, double leg kicks, exhale on your lift. Last one. Good. Hands outside your chest. Push up and back, low back stretch. Table position. Leg work. Here we go. Same thing. Bent leg back into extension. Pull it in. Switch legs. One more each leg. Good. Kneeling tall. Arms extended all the way up. And lean back. Arms dropped. And up. And back. And up. And back. One more. High plank. Downward dog. Really want to sink into those heels if you can. Pull those hips down. One more. Good. Knees down. over to your side. Come all the way down. So we have our lying mini lifts and our knee pulls. Here we go. Up, down, pull, back. Good. Fold your legs up on your elbow, arm on hip, and lift up. Extension, reach over. One more. And switch sides all the way down. Mini lift, knee pull. One more. Good. Fold your legs up on your elbow, arm on hip, and reach over, extension. All right, let's go to seated position. Seated accordions. One more. All right. We are going to do some arm work in a kneeling position. So go ahead and come up to a kneeling position. Just changing it up a little bit. So we have our figure eights at our sides again. We did these last week. So just make sure that when we're kneeling, we make sure we push our hips forward and our glutes are engaged and our abdominals are engaged. So core muscles down in our hips, arms extended, figure eights. Remember, the shoulders closed, the shoulders open. Nice and strong in the arms. Big breathing here. Since our rib cage is nice and open, chest is open. Good. And rest. Okay, arm pulls. We did these last week as well. Arms are going to start extended out in front, chest height, palms facing down. And I'm simply going to pull my elbows back to my sides as I rotate my hands over so that my palms are facing up. When we pull back, we want to try and squeeze those shoulder blades together, nice and strong on the arms. Don't forget about our posture. Here we go. Ready? Pull. Extend. Just consistent breathing throughout the move. Last one. Good. All right, let's go into low back stretch to finish here. guys, we are done. Nice job today. I will see you tomorrow.